Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's Young. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. Fam, you know what? Okay, I get it. A lot of people say, hey, man, if I, was in something, going through something, man, I look at this and I feel even worse. You know what I'm going to tell you to do? If you was to listen to my channel, you would be empowered, letting you know that shit is going to get better. I'm going to tell you something. You have to go through stuff for stuff to get better. You just can't just think shit gonna get better by not doing anything about it. Come on, man. It's real out here. You can't bury your head in the damn sand and think shit ain't gonna happen. It's still happening. I can't placate nobody. I can't play with people. I can't, stroke their egos, man. Shit is real out here. We all are going through something. We all are feeling the crunch. They try to do a cashless society, but shit is breaking down. You know, people stealing credit and debit card numbers all over the damn place. Chipotle, CVS, Walgreens, and all of these damn places had leaks. So you sitting here thinking to yourself, how do you supposed to go cashless if you can't guarantee that my card, my information won't get hacked or stolen? And I'm just sitting here thinking about all this, fam. You know what? I think a lot of people are living in fairy tale land. They telling me how hard it is out here. Man, shit. When we were younger, it was even harder. I know a lot of y'all say, hey, you keep throwing those numbers out there. We made $3.85 an hour. Yes, I know things were different back then. A lot of you all are making $15 an hour. It's different. I understand the rent is much higher. When you make a higher wage, rent goes up. When you make a lower wage, rent is down. If you go around the country and you look in certain places, rent is down because the cost of living there is low. The thing that I'm looking at, and I think a lot of people don't understand, is when I was younger, we didn't have shit handed to us. We had to work for every damn thing that we got. Man, you had to make it happen. I hear so many people talking about their parents don't have college funds for them and stuff like that. Why the hell do you need a college fund? It's your job to go to college, not theirs. If they already went, why do they got to make you one? If they had to pay for theirs, you telling your parents how hard it is, and you should be able to sit back and spend your money the way you feel. You shouldn't have to put anything on it. You know what? People get out here and they pay a little bit of rent with their mom and dad and think they paying an arm and a leg. They get out in this real world, you out here paying 12 and 1500, and that's just the fucking rent. You talking about 500 on the utilities and stuff like that. You sitting there feeling some kind of way. People don't understand this stuff. It's like now people are talking about, no, he's a little kid. He's 21. How's he a kid? He's 25 over there. These are grown-ass people. You can't treat grown people like they're kids. This is what's going on. It's so many people out here being babied and coddled and treated like, they're the golden child. No, we can't do that. We need to pay attention to what's really going on here. What's really going on, a lot of this shit that's happening is our fault. Nobody else, is just ours. If we pay attention to what's going on and why it's going on, we will understand. Everybody trying to say Biden and Trump. It has nothing to do with neither one of them. They both puppets. There are people that sit behind them that actually pull the damn strings. Do you think all of this stuff that happened with the C word during that pandemic for 2 years actually had something to do with either one of them presidents or either one of those candidates? It had nothing to do with them. They changed the law in every single state. In a minute, each state is going to be a country. You would have to travel with your passport. A lot of people don't understand that. That real ID is damn near like saying this is your passport. You will have to travel with a passport. They're trying to close off each state. They're making laws for each state now. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been pushing to a lot of you all. It's like, people always talk about things are conspiracies until you start seeing the shit happening. It's not a conspiracy. You're just not paying attention. There are so many red flags that I'm trying to wonder. It's like Chinese New Year over there. I'm like, you not seeing all this? You didn't see when they were moving all those military vehicles down the expressways during the pandemic? Nobody noticed that? I was trying to figure. I said, are we at war? Something that we don't know about? And I see that the C word is making a comeback. Man, more and more people are getting it now. And I'm trying to figure, what else are they pushing now? There's an agenda that we all are missing. We sit back sometimes like it ain't nothing happening, man. You know what? The reason why so much is happening right now, nobody's paying attention. There's so many people twerking and partying and having a good time. Every weekend is some sort of damn parade. And, I'm like, nobody marching for shit that really matters. Nobody marching for, shit, stable rent, whereas, a cap on rent. Nobody marching for that. Nobody capping, trying to cap food prices or gas prices or any of that stuff. Nobody's trying to do any of that. Anything that matters is not even being touched because that's not fun. That's not Instagram cool. That's not YouTube famous. A lot of people don't want to see it. A lot of people been griping on me now saying, hell, what type of channel is this now? You was an action figure channel in the beginning. Now all of a sudden you pushing away from that and you going into a different direction. I'm not pushing away from that. I'm expanding what we do here. You know what? We're in a 90% of the people here are adults. And adults sometimes need to have adult conversations. They need to understand that they're talking to other adults. And you don't have to talk, and use code like you talking to a child. You can say, man, I'm stressed the hell out right now. I'm trying to figure how I'm going to pay this bill. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pay this bill and get the medicine for my kid. Shit, that's real right now. People are not looking at how real shit is. People are trying to figure how we going to make this move and still be okay to go somewhere else, man. This is the thing that I'm trying to understand. This is the thing that a lot of people are missing. It's real out here. A lot of people don't want to take it into consideration that we're going through something. I've been talking about a recession. We're going through a pandemic. We're going through a governmental damn near anarchy, man. We're going through a lot of shit right now. We're going through some unprecedented times, some things that we haven't seen before. In Chicago, we're having an issue with the Venezuelans, and they're trying to put them all in black neighborhoods. And they're speaking up, they're going off because they're moving them off the north side of Chicago onto the south side of Chicago and the west side. And they like, why not move them into the Hispanic areas? And they like, well, no, we don't really want to do that. And they like, why? Like, what is the purpose of this? They trying to understand what is the purpose. You got people on top of people. You got a situation where it's damn near, this is a pandemic in itself. We got people already living in tents here in this country, but we haven't even addressed them yet. A lot of them are still owed money. A lot of them, if you file some of their tax returns from back in the day, they probably still be owed money. It's crazy how this works, fam. A lot of people think when people go homeless, it's some triggering factor, man. Sometimes it's just one thing. Sometimes you lose one thing. You lose your wife or your husband, you lose a kid, you lose your job. After that, it's just like dominoes, man. And you just like, how I'm going to do all this, man. And you just like, man, you give up. And people make it seem like it's wrong for you to give up. Sometimes, you know what? You don't have a fight left in you. A lot of the homeless people around one man are vets. So it's letting me know this country is not doing a lot for them. I hear so many people holler and scream, oh, the country, the VA is doing so much for the vets. I hear it's a long wait time. How the hell do you supposed to actually get any of this or do any of this? And it's hard for you to be seen. Then you got to look at it. A lot of these people don't have addresses. So there's a dilemma right there. We sitting here, pushing our morals and values on to people who are right now at their lowest. I've been pushing lately just to look at everything and be thankful for what you got. I hear so many people saying, "You're so negative." I remember you were so positive. I'm still positive, fam. But you know what? You got to face reality. You got to look at it. You got to understand why things are happening. And you got to make sure you're not part of that situation that's going on. It's easy to point the finger at every damn body else until it gets to you. Once it gets to you, shit changes. We haven't understood for a long time in this country what it was like to actually, have super poverty. We have a lot of poverty going on every damn where within this country. A lot of the southern states has so much of poverty. Florida had a lot of poverty going on, and to California and New York moved into it. You had a lot of retirement people. You had a lot of people that just moved to Florida for the hell of it because, it was cheap. Florida is so expensive now. It's crazy as hell. People like, man, I'm moving out, man. Shit, I'm going to Arkansas. I'm going to Mississippi. I'm going to Alabama. You know, it's like, what? Like, I'm going to Texas. You going anywhere but there. You be like, but Texas is capped. But Texas ain't that damn high. And you sitting there thinking like, man, we need a referendum on rent. We need to control it. We need to cap it. It needs to be stopped at a certain limit. Like, if you in this area, that area, this area over here, it could only go so damn high. After a while, you won't even be able to afford to have a place to live. You have 4 damn families living in a damn 2-bedroom. And the landlord be like, what's going on? You charging $3,000 for rent and trying to figure out why nobody ain't renting it? Come on. Man, look. Like I told my wife, I said, there's places that you can find cheap rent, but sometimes you don't want to be in those places. Again, fam, you know what? When you talking facts help people. Reality helps people. But when you lie to them and just tell them what they want to hear, that ain't no help no damn body. It's going to make you madder. It's going to make you look at the situation and be like, man, can I believe anything this man is saying? He just selling me a whole thing of bull. No, I'm not. Somebody got mad at me because I actually canceled an order for that cat's lair. It's like, oh, man, you was talking about enjoy your purchases and things like that. Man, I did enjoy the purchase until I had reality check. People don't understand. You have the right every time you want to cancel some shit. People make it seem like you supposed to do what they want you to do. At the end of the day, your money is your money and mine is mine. And I didn't work for your money. You did. I worked for mine. And I get to choose what I'm going to do with mine. See, this is the thing that people don't understand. They try to spend your money, try to go in your pocket and tell you what to do. No. I don't get nobody over here sending me money or anything like that. Hell, this is not a democracy over here, shit. This is a dictatorship, shit. When I'm spending all my own money, this is dictatorship, shit. When somebody starts sending me some money, we start talking about something different. Look, I'm not trying to get no money out of nobody or nothing like that. I'm just saying sometimes people have a tendency of talking at the side of their ass. They doing too much. This is why I say we need to stop, refocus, rededicate some of the stuff that we are pushing off on other people and put it on where it needs to belong, on ourselves. We need to hold ourselves accountable for some of the stuff we doing. Some of the bad habits that we got. Some of the habits that are so bad that it could actually put money back into our pockets. Man, you know what? Yes, I buy a lot of games, a lot of toys, hats, colognes, and stuff like that. Shoes, pops. I'm going to be honest, man. That's who I am. That's just who I am. I understand who I am. I accept who I am. I walk in who I am. I walk in my own shoes, so I know exactly what I have gone through, what I have been through. And you know what? Sometimes you need to tell people that. for they don't have to go through it. I know it's going to be a lot of people that don't go through it because they feel they need to. That's life. But for some people, they'll be like, well, I think I understood what Unc said, and I'm going to just leave this alone because I don't want to dedicate 10 years of my life to rebuilding, and I feel that the children are the future. Treat them well and let them lead the way. Shows them all the beauty they possess inside. Whitney Houston, man. You know what? She threw a gem out there with that. She was like, man, look, get your shit together. When you 25 years old, you should have your shit together. Or a thought on how to get it together. And that's my thing. You know, sometimes we get people holding us back, coddling us, telling us, oh, you don't have to work. Everybody out here got to work. Everybody got to know that struggle. Everybody got to have a hand in the situation. You know, I hear so many people tell me, young people got it rough. No, they don't. This is the easiest time to be whoever it is you want to be, or whoever you don't want to be, or whoever you pretend to be. You could be any damn body. You could be that damn rock over in the corner if you want to, man. You can identify as that rock. And I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm just saying, this is the easiest I ever seen shit, you know? And like I said, you know, people getting loan forgiveness and stuff for their student loans. I'm like, damn, like, I don't get it, man. I'm like, so many people said they need more. You know, stuff ain't right, and, you know, this is not right. Look, the scales got to balance, man. You ain't gonna get everything you want. Everybody wants something for free. And if we all got free shit, people were talking about free healthcare. You know what free healthcare is? Do you understand what that is? People tell you, oh, I live in France. I live in Poland. I live over here. I live over there. We have free health. Canada, free health care. It's not like you could go walk up into the damn doctor's office and be like, well, we have free health care. I want to see the doctor. Do you know how long the damn line would be if you do that? They set appointments for you. You ain't going to see the doctor the same damn day. That's just how it works. This is why people have private health insurance still in certain countries. You didn't know that? It's real, fam. Free healthcare is not what people think it is. It's not like you go over there and shit just works out right, and, you know, you're in a hospital, you know, and everything, you don't have to fill out anything, man. It's paperwork that you got to go through, that you got to fill out, that you got to make sure everything, your I's are dotted, your T's are dotted. Otherwise, your ass will be charged. It's real. But yet, instead, a lot of people don't comprehend that. They think it's just like, oh, man, see, if we was like this country, we can't be like those countries. We can't. Everybody talked about during the pandemic how people got certain money and all that. Certain people didn't get that money. Not everybody got that money. A lot of us had to work. I had to work. My wife had to work. We had to do what we had to do. There was no, you know, well, you could just stay at home and, you know, do this and that. Man, for a minute probably stayed at home, but, you know, after work, got that thing in motion, and they were like, well, we're going to do it like this. You had to go to work. Again, fam, it's real. We've been pushing for a lot of stuff lately. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Be careful when you're getting everything that you ask for. Because after a while, a blessing can be a curse. You get too much of a good thing, it becomes a bad thing. You get what I mean? You got to take all of this with a grain of salt. You know, negativity is one thing. You know, if I'm talking about something that you don't want to hear, it's negative. That ain't how this works. Truth is truth. Facts are facts. Right now, people are talking that facts are not right. It don't feel right. The truth don't feel right. Facts don't feel right. That's life. You can't make shit feel good to make it work. You know, it don't feel good, so it ain't right. That ain't how life works. You know what? You know, there's so many people out here just want to be influencers and YouTubers. Nobody want to be doctors, lawyers, carpenters, electricians, plumbers. How many people are you seeing out there? Accountants? You ain't seeing too many people talking about want to do that. They want to play on YouTube, do gaming, and, you know, all this other stuff, man. There are certain people that are out here for that, and that's their thing. But to later, fam, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.